Our next speaker is a very energetic person that Gaetan was referring to a minute ago. He wears many hats, including the title of Premier of New Brunswick. And today he's also wearing the hat of Minister of Innovation. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, the Premier Minister of New Brunswick.
Well, we are all wired today. And it's not just because of the coffee. What a fantastic event. Merci beaucoup d'être parmi nous. C'est fantastique d'avoir la communauté d'affaires, avoir la communauté du Grand Moncton, et même la communauté du Nouveau-Brunswick, et même des communautés à l'extérieur du Nouveau-Brunswick qui sont ici pour appuyer ce projet. It's fantastic to see all of you here, and I thank you for your presence. I have to say, because I'm following Mr. Gaetan Thomas, I have to tell you a quick story. When I was giving the State of the Province address last week, my parents were very nice and very kind to come watch. So I went to go sit with them for a second during the night, and I asked my father and mother if they were having a good time and what they thought about the night. And they said everything was fine. My father then said, "Can you introduce me to the guy that runs NEW-Power?" And I said, well, I could. Why? Well, I want to talk to him. I want to talk to the guy that runs NEW-Power. And I said, okay, is there something, is there an issue? Yeah, my bill was $600 last month. I want to talk to him about it. I said, Dad, I'm not convinced that now is the right time. I want to thank everybody in this room, obviously, for your support. Et plus spécifiquement, des personnes dans cette salle ont beaucoup aidé, beaucoup contribué à ce projet au fil des années, et bien sûr au développement économique de la région de la province. I want to thank 3+ Corporation. I want to extend a thank you and a congrats to Ben Champoux, the chair as well, Mr. Jim Lockyer. I have to say Mr. He used to teach me law, so I have to call him Mr. But also the community as a whole as well. It's not just about the leadership, although they're doing a fantastic job. It's about the community realizing that we're stronger united. We're stronger if we work together. Riverview, Moncton, Dieppe, pushing in the same direction. All regions of the province pushing in the same direction is going to make a real difference. So I thank you very much for the leadership that the business community has shown, that the Greater Moncton has shown. I thank Mayor LeBlanc, I thank Mayor Lapierre and Mayor Siemens as well for their leadership in ensuring that developing our economy is something we do together. It's not something that we compete one another. We want to see the whole region flourish. So I thank you for that, and please give them all a round of applause. I want to thank Jeff, Tom, Yuri, Hunter as well for believing in New Brunswick and Greater Moncton. You have right to believe in this region. We are doing some phenomenal things. The province is doing some phenomenal things. And as you can see, we rally together when there's opportunity and when there are challenges. So we thank you for being a part of this. We thank you for your belief that we can help you and support you, and we'll do everything we can to show you that that is exactly the case. I was able to have breakfast with the four mentioned people, and I can tell you that you want to sort of feel them out and say, okay, are these guys good people that we want to work with? And Hunter's a big hockey fan, and even more importantly, he likes the Flyers. So this guy's great. Honestly, good. I'm a Flyers fan too, so he was a bit hesitant to say he was a Flyers fan, thinking that people would be more for the Habs and the Leafs. I said, look, if I'm a Flyers fan, I'll create a safe space for you. I also want to thank all the elected officials that are here. There's some councillors, some deputy mayors, the mayors, of course, as I mentioned. The leader of the opposition is here as well somewhere, so thank you for being here. Minister Melanson, Minister Rogers, I believe Monique Leblanc in LA is here as well. I know a lot of our colleagues, Chris Collins, Bernard Leblanc, Victor Boudreau, everybody's very excited about this project, and we're very excited about what this will do for the region and the province. Your government's priority is job creation. Nous voulons faire ça de façon intelligente. Nous voulons aider à créer des conditions qui vont créer de l'emploi. We want to get away from the thinking that government's going to create jobs. It's the business communities, it's entrepreneurs, it's the businesses that are throughout the province that are going to help us create jobs and get investment going. We, your government, will work very hard to create the conditions for that to happen. So we're going to be very much focused on having a diversified approach to growing our economy and creating jobs. We're going to invest in our infrastructure, develop our natural resources in a responsible way, support energy projects, and many are on the horizon, and we're very hard to make sure they become a reality. And we realize that ICT and that innovation has played a huge role in our economy already, and it can play an even more important role moving forward. And that's one of the main reasons why, as Premier, I also decided to take the responsibility as Minister responsible for innovation. Non seulement que ça va être une façon de redresser nos finances publiques, en étant une province innovatrice, nous allons trouver des meilleures façons de délivrer nos services aux gens du Nouveau-Brunswick qui vont nous aider à redresser nos finances. But on top of that, innovation and ICT is going to play a huge role in growing our economy and creating jobs. We often forget that two of the largest venture capital deals in ICT in the last few years were done in New-Brunswick. These are two of the largest in the country, and we should be very proud of that, and we should be shouting that from the rooftops, showing the country and the world that we are leaders when it comes to innovation and when it comes to ICT. When we're looking to create the conditions, government's going to work very hard, but we need others to play a role, and that's one of the reasons why we're so excited about the Fibre Centre. The Canadian Internet Registration Authority, actually those are the ones that are responsible for the .ca domain, called out in 2012 saying that we needed to, our IXP, we needed to expand in Canada. And for a few reasons, we need to do this so we can decrease our dependency on international infrastructure, so we can decrease costs as well, and so we can increase the network speed. And that's exactly what this Fibre Centre is going to be able to do for us throughout the country and here in New Brunswick. So this is a phenomenal opportunity. Et comme le maire a dit, c'est une opportunité parce que le Grand Moncton et le Nouveau-Brunswick a tellement à offrir. And it's great to hear yet another person that's independent, somebody who has done business across the world say, look, when I looked at what New Brunswick and Greater Moncton has to offer, this is where I want to do business. And I think that's something that we should all be very proud of in this room. Aujourd'hui, c'est une journée excitante, mais il ne faut pas arrêter. So I am going to ask you all for something. One of the things that I have seen when I go across the country and across North America, looking to find work and jobs and investment for New Brunswick, one of the things that I see that people love and that they see as a real intangible asset is the fact that we are a close-knit community. We can get all levels of government, we can get the business community, we can get all stakeholders and players in the same room quickly, and we can be nimble, and we can help businesses invest here and get what they need to be able to create jobs here. So I ask for your continued support to strive to be the quickest and the most responsive jurisdiction when it comes to investments and when it comes to job creation opportunities. And we have done that in the past, and I'm sure we're going to continue to do that in the future. So I look very much forward to working with all of you, et nous avons bien hâte de travailler avec vous. N'importe quoi que nous on peut faire comme province, nous sommes là pour vous appuyer. And I want to leave you with a quote as well, as Gaetan did. Arthur C. Clarke, author, once said, he's not an operator for NB Power, from what I read. He's an author. He once said that any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Well, I can tell you that the Fibre Centre has a lot of magic that's going to help this region, that's going to help this province move forward. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.